Um, First of all, hope you guys are having a great Saturday. Yesterday, Halloween came out. The Halloween ends came out. And got a chance to just watch it now. And mm, I don't like knocking shit. I'm not gonna knock it too deep, but we'll get into details about it. So storyline. This is like 4 years after the events of Halloween Kills. So it fast forward to 4 years later. And basically, Laurie is living with her granddaughter, Allison, and is finishing writing her memoir about the events. Of course, Michael Myers, of course, 4 years, they say that he's not been seen and so forth. Um, Now, I'm going to get into the meats and grits. If you guys don't want to hear spoilers, uh, do so, skip or not watch this video. But at the end of the day, I'm going to give my critique because I feel that this movie deserves that. And basically, I'm going to say this right here. To give you guys a synopsis in a nutshell, the movie definitely will let you know Halloween ends. It's over with. Michael Myers is dead. This is no clear intent. This is the end of a trilogy. Keyword trilogy, even though Halloween has had like 9 or 10 fucking movies. That being said, I liked Halloween 2018. I liked Halloween Kills. Some people had mixed reviews about that, but I liked those movies. This movie right here falls under the kind of situation where I'm going to get to this, and I'm going to say it like this. First of all, in Halloween Kills, people complained about the fact that Laurie Strode was barely seen in the movie. In this one, Michael Myers is barely seen in the fucking movie. Matter of fact, Michael Myers doesn't show up until like the hour mark. Almost the hour mark. Clue in this, we have a actor. He was a good actor though. That I saw in this movie. What's his name? Rohan Kimball. He played Corey. Corey plays the love interest of Allison, of course, Laurie Strode's granddaughter, and he is the fucking apprentice. I repeat, the fucking apprentice, or temp, or motherfucking Robin to the Batman that is Michael Myers. Because basically, when he was babysitting this fucking kid, he fucked around and the kid fucking locked him in the door in the basement, locked him in the door or whatever. He pushes and kicks the door, and he kicks it and he hits the kid in the face, and the kid falls down the stairs and dies. At the time, his parents are coming in the house and they witness this and they accuse him of murdering their child. And he, of course, is found innocent or whatnot of the charges, and then, of course, he's been tormented a year or so after this happened, and all the good shit happens in between. Laurie, is of course the grandmother of Allison. They're trying to get their lives back together. Laurie is now more normal. She's not like she was in the first two movies where she was just like, she wants to fucking do some shit, kill Michael Myers and all this shit. She's actually toned down a lot in this movie. Um, her daughter Allison is doing stuff, working in the hospital, working as a nurse or some shit like that, or dentistry. I don't know what the fuck. But anyway, it's crazy because Jamie Lee Curtis character in this movie is, I don't know if her mind just went to like oopity oopity oop because she decides to hook her daughter up with the man that was accused of probably killing somebody, which doesn't, I don't know, really makes. So she hooks her daughter up with Corey that probably killed this child. And everybody in the town hates the dude because they think he's a fucking killer. But I guess she can sympathize with him. Sympathize, yo. Okay. So, I'm going to say this right here once again. Like I said, this is what we got so far. With the tone of the movie, it's still got the Halloween feel to it. Don't get me wrong. It's just like a couple of cracks and pieces in this movie that kind of made me go scratch my head. Um, Case in point, with the Corey character, you would feel sympathy for him in the start of the movie because he, of course, mistakenly kicked the door trying to get out the fucking room that the fucking shitty ass kid locked him in, and you would feel some kind of remorse for him because you feel like he wasn't his fault, you know. But then they literally all right turned this motherfucker into a straight killer. First, the one with the homeless guy. The homeless guy was trying to stab him. He had the knife trying to stab him, and I was almost going to defend because it was like, okay, well, it was a self defense. He was, this and that. But then when he fucking killed the damn cop, there's another thing that the actor that plays the cop, Officer Mulaney. I just don't get. Okay, I guess apparently him and Allison had like a little thing going on or some shit. Damn, the age gap. It just looks like this motherfucker. She look like he's almost old enough to be a fucking father. So yeah, that was kind of. But yeah, anyway, he kills the fucking officer. And of course, when he killed him, Michael Myers was somewhat, I guess, but not really. But at the same time, because Michael Myers, they play Michael Myers soft as fucking toilet paper in this movie. Now I know we're supposed to forget all the other Halloween movies he was in, but come on, man, get this man his fucking respect, bro. Michael Myers is supposed to be a fucking monster. I know he's getting older, but in the other two movies, Michael Myers was getting fucked up. He was still fucking doing his shit. So in this movie, Michael Myers, he's fucking just, he's an old ass man. He can't do what he used to do. You know what? It's crazy because like one part in the fucking movie where basically Corey's character basically he's coaching Michael Myers to be the badass motherfucker he know he can be. So he kills the guy, and then he's like Michael stabs him a couple times, and he's still kind of not being. Then he all of a sudden does. He's like, "Oh, wait a minute, hold up, I'm Michael motherfucking Myers." He starts stabbing his ass. He's getting his shit back. But then you have a scene where Corey, little young Corey, manhandles Michael Myers and takes his fucking mask. Fucking BS. Come on, The Shape. I know I'm not supposed to connect the other movies, but come on. Apparently this is, of course, the first Halloween, and they skip all the way to Halloween 2018. But come on, man. Michael Myers in Halloween Kills was being attacked by multiple people in that movie at the end of that movie. They was fucking him up, and he was still. And then Michael Myers went off and beat the shit out of all the firemen and shit in Halloween Kills. Come on, bro. It was this one dorky ass fucking guy, Corey, that somehow became superhuman strength because he got his ass beat by some fucking high school kids. And now he's all of a sudden taking over Michael Myers beating. He took his mask. He goes to Laurie and them's house. Well, not that I'm skipping ahead, but fuck it. But I'm gonna get to that part. But he, first of all, the guys I was just saying, he got shit kicked out of him. He goes and finds those motherfuckers. He fucks all them up. Now I'm not gonna lie, the gore in this movie is fucking spectacular. He fucked around and stomped old girl's head into mashed potato goop. Another thing about this movie, before I stomped her head into mashed potato goop, took a flaming torch and fucked the guy, the main guy who was fucking with him, fucked his shit up, beat the fuck out the girl. It was more of a no scenes kill on her part. He just heard her scream. Man, but yeah, he did his shit. Now, that being said, he finally goes to a radio station. This radio station is this jockey who's constantly talking about shit. He met Corey and Allison earlier in the movie, and he talked a lot of shit to him at that point. So I guess made Corey, since he's now Corey Michael Jr. or Michael Myers Jr. or Michael Myers Light, whatever the fuck. He's like coming over there, and he does his thing. To me, when he fucked this dude up, the DJ, it was funny. It was funny, especially when he took his head and bashed his head multiple times into the desk or whatever, and his head come up, be like, I'm like, what the? I'm talking. His face was fucked up. His jaw was dislocated, tongue hanging out. And like I said, he was a DJ, so of course he talks a lot, talks shit. So basically, Corey, I'm not even gonna say Michael Myers. I'm just say Michael Myers Light took a thing or scissors, whatever he fucking had, and cut his fucking tongue off, and then dropped him back down. Technically, he might his eye. Oh yeah, his eye socket just fucked out. So it was like the point of like it was so gory that it looked funny too at the same time. Like it was like, but the effects were great. I ain't gonna lie. But it just looked funny as fuck to me. I laughed my ass off on that point. So Michael Myers Light, he leaves that, and then we go to what I was talking about with basically it's a riff between Allison. Allison is dumb as fuck in this movie, by the way. She is the epitome of dumb as fuck. And what I mean by that is like she treats Laurie's character, her grandmother, like shit. To sit there and say that, how are you going to go against me and Corey? Bitch, you only met this dude 4 or 5 years ago. I mean, 4 or 5 seconds ago. You're not going to fucking make a turf between your own grandmother and y'all have already been through this shit through 2 fucking movies. Come on, man. They make her seem dumb as fuck. She literally is like, I know they make it seem like when she wants to leave Haddonfield and get the fuck away from all the bullshit and try to just have a normal life. And you've seen this guy start to become like a creepy ass dude, but you still want to be around him. And I know in some ways you can blame Laurie as well, because she the one, actually, technically, she the one that actually hooked him up, which even makes even more fucking sense than this. I'm just like, so to make it simple, to the fact that when quote unquote Michael Myers Light, and this is a funny thing, like Laurie still got a sensibility about how to handle shit. Laurie is depressed about her daughter walks out or whatever, so she is suicidal, and she gets her gun, and she gets her liquor. She hadn't been drinking or nothing like this. She gets her alcohol to drink, and she goes into a room, and it seems like she's finna get ready to just say fuck it all and fuck it, and she's up in there, and she's like, and then they show her get the gun, and all of a sudden, but of course she didn't do that. She shot a pumpkin. She had some pumpkins that she carved and made it look like that because she knew that Michael Myers Light was gonna show up. So she kicked the door and shot him a couple times. Michael Myers Light flew over the thing, which I'm saying is okay, Corey, and falls, hits the ground, and he snatched the mask off his face, and when he pulls the mask off his face, whatever, and then she goes down and she sits there and says, because she was trying to sit there, she could sense something through him about looking in his eyes. It's kind of like what Dr. Loomis said in the movie. I saw in his eyes black, pure evil or something like that. And like literally, he says some shit about if she can't have nobody, she can have some bullshit he said. So to make a long story short, he stabs himself in the fucking neck, basically kills himself, stabs himself in the fucking neck. Laurie, who's went through the movies before, and then she should know about shit to have the knowledge. This motherfucker grabs the fucking knife. It was fingerprints. Grabs the fucking knife, and then pulls it out. When commonplace, if you know about, if you would have left it in, they would have kind of held the blood not to just squirt out and shit. But she pulled the fucking knife out. By the time she pulled it out, some way coincidental, her daughter opens the fucking door and sees her mother standing over her. She drops the knife. She's like, no, it's not what you think. Emotional damage. Okay, fuck. I don't know, man. I'm like, ugh. It's wild. But then, like, it's so fucking weird. Because she sit there and gets pissed off, thinking her grandmother killed this person. After all the shit they went through, thinking she killed this dude, and she walks away. And Laurie now is sitting there in a depressed state, and she's saying to herself, because she's blaming herself for every goddamn thing. It seems like the town is fucking retarded. They act like they've not seen nothing that happened in the first fucking 2 movies. And she sits there whimpering and mourning mindset and everything. And finally, Michael Myers, the real Michael Myers, not Michael Myers like, walks in the door. And Laurie's like this, and she kind of heard the door open, and she knew the door was still open. So he walks in, and he gets his mask. He puts his mask on. Then all of a sudden, Corey still got some energy, goddammit. That motherfucker still can move. And he grabs Michael Myers and tries to fight him. And I'm gonna say this guy like he didn't try to fight you. I'm just lying. Michael Myers grabbed him by his fucking neck and snapped that motherfucker. Just snap that motherfucker. So Corey's finally dead. Michael Myers lights no more. He gets around Jamie Lee Curtis's character, Laurie and Strode and stuff. And they don't get me wrong, they had a good ass fucking fight. I could have swore the trailer showed it was daytime when they were fighting, but you know, who knows what? It's just kind of weird. I guess maybe it was just spoilers or to make sure that people didn't give too away of the movie. But they fight it out, and I'm talking about they had. Now this is a good part of the movie to say at least it was cool. They were actually. It's kind of like this is what it was built up to be. This made the Halloween Resurrection shit they had, or the Halloween H2O, whatever they had in the other movies where they finally was like, This was good. Michael beat the fuck out of her. She beat the fuck out of him. And once again, the climax of this fight, Michael Myers, once again, because he's older, they made him seem like poopy pants. Basically, she manhandled him to the table, stabbed him in the hand with a knife, stuck it through his hand till it went through the wood through the table itself, and the cutting table, whatever fuck. Then next thing you know, the 6 years later, finally the daughter, I guess, came back in or whatever, and she realized that her mother was not being this and that, but she should have knew that anyway. And she stabs him in his other hand. They have him kind of like this, held back on the table. She pushed with prior to, I forgot to mention that she pushed the refrigerator on his leg to crush his leg, so he was immobilized. And prior to the daughter doing what the daughter did, well, no, I'll take that back. Someone miscounted before the daughter showed up. She slit his throat, and he started bleeding. But he grabbed her by the neck, and that's when the daughter saw it. So you know, I'm confused. I just got finished watching this movie. But she grabbed her by the neck. Still had some energy in him or whatever. And that's when the daughter came and did the stuff with the knife and stuff. And then she broke his arm and stabbed him in his hand. And finally, Laurie's character took a knife and slit his wrist deep to make him finish bleeding out. Now, that being said, Michael Myers, of course, is dead at this point, right? Of course, they could just call it a day. But nah, I beg to differ. They're not finna do that shit. We done seen too many horror movies. Some way, somehow, Mike is gonna come back. He ain't dead. He coming back, motherfucker. He's coming back super and stronger than them. All that shit, right? Oh, God. They scrapped Michael Myers on a fucking car. He has a police escort like it's a fucking funeral. He has an escort. They escorted him to the fucking junkyard. By the way, Corey worked at a garage or whatever junkyard where they fix on cars and all this shit. And all the townspeople were with them. They unstrapped Michael off the top of the car, and the townspeople hold him up and surfboard him across the thing to get to this big ass like grinder where they grind the cars up and shit, or like look like a big ass wood chipper, but like grind the cars up. And Laurie Strode's character's in this thing, and she pushes his ass in the grinder. She had cut the grinder on earlier and pushed him in there. And they show in graphic detail Michael Myers getting his body shredded to shit. Basically telling the world, you ain't seeing No more of this motherfucker. Unless they do another fucking reboot, you are not seeing this incarnation of Michael Myers. He is done. He is dead on arrival. They literally just straight told you they killed his motherfucking ass. And it was crazy because he just folded up and shit and just, ugh. I don't have to say too much else about this movie. I done gave away the fucking movie. I don't give a fuck. But the reality of it is that, can I say this the right way? With this movie, I think I enjoyed it, but at the same time, this movie had a lot. Just, I don't fucking know, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's the end, cause they said it in the title. But man, what kind of ending was that, man? For real, I'm like, I don't know. I feel bamboozled a little bit. Because I'm a fan of the Halloween series. I love the Halloween movies. I even like the Rob Zombie movies. I like the first Rob Zombie Halloween. The second one with the white horse was kind of weird, but I still like them. I don't fucking understand how the fuck it was so much built into this being the final conclusion. Man, shit. I mean, like, literally, this video is gonna get uploaded. I don't give a fuck about editing and all this shit. I'm just talking about, like, what the fuck, man? Halloween ends. It ended. But yeah, man, this is Jugget 82. You guys have a good one.